Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. I do have a sort of actually pretty important video here that I really kind of wanted to tell you. Before we do go into the next update, there's a lot that you kind of want to do before that happens, due to the reason that they are making some really big changes to some of the core mechanics, and you should at least know that if you take advantage of as much as you can right now of pushing and doing sort of these things, it will give you more of the benefits day one and earlier than usual. So like, let's say you're on alt account, let's say you're on a main account, whatever, make sure you push your accounts as high as possible before this, and I'll explain everything. There's multiple things I want to talk about, so be prepared. New to the channel, like and subscribe. I was at the sun. Let me hop to the dev notes real quick to tell you the changes, and then hop in game and tell you what to do to correlate the changes. Yeah. So what is this this beautiful thing that I'm talking about? First, there's this. If you don't already know, 2 times that loot event is going to be kicking up relatively soon. That is going to be a massive event where whatever you currently are getting in the drops for your idle time in the game, right? That's going to be now 2 times. So let's say if you're at chapter 10 right now, you're not getting as much as people who are at chapter 11, 12, or 13. So your main goal is to push as high as possible. At this point in time, if you were taking a little bit more of a laid back approach, kind of stocking up a crap ton of materials, not really spending stuff, and you're consistently getting stuck at like small points where if you're below, and this is relatively speaking, if you're below around chapter 10, definitely at this moment in time, you kind of want to push higher, because if you do push beyond the point of getting the that second to last gear piece being the red ones, those will be very helpful, and given it is a 2 times boost, we'll see exactly if it's only meant for this, but if the equipment is in there too, that's going to be huge. And then when you get to the more parts where you need a lot of Shinsu, just realize that if you push pretty high, you can get a lot more during this event and actually make more from progression just because you pushed right now. So I would recommend to see how much you can push. If you want to double a bit of summons in, get some more dupes on the characters you're looking for, or do whatever, just know that you kind of want to push the early half of the event just to make sure you take advantage of most of it. Then there's also this, the Agency Service Center bonus time, which is also going to be pretty important. This was described to us as basically, I think they explained it, right? I'm hoping they did they? Where was it? I swear they did explain it. Second, we'll have bonus time events to increase the chances of getting additional goods periodically. So they just say that. Again, what I'm going to say here mainly is just make sure you actually rank up your kind of agency over there, because the higher level you get, the apparent more rewards you get. Again, I've been still getting garbage rewards and lesser of the kind of D+ and DC kind of contracts, but there are apparently more ones out there that I am not getting yet. My RNG must suck, or I don't know if there's a guarantee, but I get garbage on the agency side. But I'll show that to you real quick so you have an idea of what I'm trying to say. So going in game, go to Control Center right here, Agency Service Center. Currently I'm level 5, which is again pretty low, but again, if you get higher levels, you're apparently getting more. So I think maybe C is the max one. I actually have no idea. Or there's more beyond 6. Sorry. But again, if I do rank up to 6, theoretically, it's telling me that I'm gonna get more rewards. If I check this over here, it says completing request increases your agency service center level. The higher the level, the higher the tiers of requests that will be given to me. So let's say over here I have a this tier over here is a B tier, but it's giving me like SR stones. Again, I haven't really seen past this, so let me know if you have like a really stacked account where you've made it very far in this thing. Because again, once you start, like, I personally think that Shinsu is like the best part of it all, and getting the gems is also the best part. So mainly those are kind of what I'm aiming for, but there are some crappy ones. I don't know if the SR stones really are kind of worth it, but hey, you know, dupes of those, I guess that's fine. But again, make sure you are ranking this up, at least getting it leveled up there, so that you can go and pick up more of the rewards, because again, it is going to help you out a little bit. If I were to just check this real quick, is it working like so you lose out on the these ones, but you get more of these ones? So B over here. Again, I have no idea, but just make sure you are ranking this up, and make sure you're doing them for the few days that we have left, so that you go into that event getting additional rewards, being higher tier rewards, so they're at least a little bit better. But that's also there. Beyond that, there's one more thing. They have in fact promised on the dev notes that we're going to be getting a lot more gems in PvP over here as a regular arena. Again, currently I only get 300 gems, and I have done some decent progression here. Yes, I haven't used like my 15 free attempts that have been given to me through like regular stuff. So if I were to grind even more and get a little bit higher, maybe I get better at that. But definitely still 300 gems being paid out to you every 2 weeks is almost garbage. And then again, yes, there's the 30 gems. I can't forget about that. So let's do the math there. 30 times 14 over here. That's a nice 420. So 720 gems every 2 weeks is pretty pretty trash. Now, I think you can take the other value up to 50, so let's do 50 times 14 real quick. That is going to be 700. So 700, and then I think this number goes to 400 or 500, but let's say 700 plus 500. It's still pretty garbage. Every 2 weeks, you're getting 1,200. So even a month, you're not getting a multi. So they're going to be revamping the system, giving you a lot more rewards for the PvP payout so that this mode is actually worth your time in grinding. Because again, getting 50 a day is pretty garbage. It's going to take you hella time to get just a single. And then beyond that, getting that much for multi will be like, what, 1.5 months, which is again also pretty garbage. Yes, wheels at the top. I have no idea what the value is up there, but for whatever it is, it's definitely not a great system, so they will be paying out extra. So what I would recommend you to do is right now, before people are taking this entire thing seriously, try your best to a little bit progress, see how far you can get, use up your free daily attempts. If you have those additional attempts over there, try it out and see what you can do there. Rank up your characters and make sure they're ready to go to at least do a bit more in there, and we'll see what the actual value is that they plan on doubling it by or tripling it by. We'll find out, but I am hoping for at least bare minimum a double, because there's no shot that is the correct amount. That is too low, correct? If I'm saying double it, in my current standing, that'll be 660, which will still not even be enough, I think, for a month here. So let's do 60 times 14, so it's 840 plus basically I'm gonna do 600, right? So 600 plus this. Let me just make sure my math here is correct, because I'm gonna get roasted otherwise, right? It's still not enough, right? It's 1440 times that by 2, because again, 4 weeks in a month, it's 2,800. It's still not enough. So again, bare minimum better be 2 times, but beyond that, maybe 3 times is good, maybe a little bit more, but we'll see what the plan is, and hopefully it is a good one. But make sure you are progressing through that. And again, I already made a video where I talked about the entire event. Just make sure you finished up everything over here, finish up everything over here, make sure to check in. We're going to be getting a brand new check-in event also, which is a permanent check-in event. It will be forever there in your account, where you log in, you get summons, you get other currencies and stuff like that to help you progress into the game, which is a great quality of life, because again, you kind of want more summons here and there, and being a sustainable way of constant summons, that will be the best way to do it. So given the new login events coming soon, be ready for that, but just make sure you finished up every event that we currently have. They are pretty important. They are pretty much reward heavy, so take advantage of them. Beyond that, though, the content you can't compete in, I'm guessing, is 26 and 27. There's no way you're taking care of that. There is this, but there's no way you've reached that point also. There is this, which is pretty good, so just be prepared. You can actually build your teams over here and test out what they can do and what capacity they can actually do it at, which is kind of cool. We're going to get a new Alliance Expedition thing soon. We just don't know when. Arena improvements, as mentioned already, and that's basically kind of what we can expect. Again, I don't know if you're competing in Ranked Arena, but they are like fixing it and giving some more details on it. But again, I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Act 6 over here, I had no idea what the requirement is to unlock it, but for people that maybe are at a decent point of the story or the kind of tower, then you can have a chance to unlock it and play it. But beyond that, there's nothing else really to look forward to other than to get a new teammate. That's basically what to expect and what to be ready for in the update. I would recommend try your best to farm as high as you can in the tower right now. So when that 2 times event kicks up, it will be a pretty big bonus for you. Then again, just level up your agency as high as you can so you get more of the reward over here. Beyond that, I would kind of rank in PvP if possible. Finish up all the current events that we do have. If you want to go and take the rate up event and kind of summon and use the summons that you have right now in the RIP character, more than welcome to do whatever. But those are the things I just want to recommend. But yeah, pretty simple video here. Pretty simple video.